everyone, and welcome to On the Hook. I'm Dave Sloan, and today we got a great show for you. I'm here aboard the USS Bataan. It's in Boston Harbor, and I'm taking out 30 guys to go fishing outside Boston Harbor. Should be a great show. We got a lot to show you, not only fishing, but aboard the USS Bataan. Can't catch any fish standing here aboard? Let's take it out.
We had 6 or 7 boats. All these guys donated their time. I mean, the whole plan was, we were going to go out of the harbor and we were going to kind of stick close together. Let these guys kind of yell back and forth and have a little bit of a competition amongst each other. Some of the boats broke off and, they had a great time and they got a lot of fish as well. Me and Chuck is aboard, Skipper Dory, and we kind of stuck together and let these guys kind of yell back and forth at each other. And we anchored up next to each other, but I think Chuck kind of pushed me off a better spot because he seemed to have a little bit more luck. Thanks, Chuck.
Get in! Oh, I just got rough out with shit. Come on, over. On the Skipper Dory, unbelievable.
Chuck's aboard Skipper Dory, and him and I kind of stick together, and because we said we were going to try to stick together and let these guys bicker back and forth and show each other the fish that they catch and kind of have a little bit of a competition yelling back and forth between the boats. And, Chuck gets right on the spot. I mean, there's a spot within Boston Harbor, just as you're heading out of the harbor. There's a Y, splits off to the north and south channels, and right in the middle there, it's a place called Bob's Triangle. Well, it's a very popular spot, but if you get right on the spot, I mean, there's just a lot of fish there. So I see Chuck, and he's out ahead of me. He anchors up right on it. Those guys loaded up on fish. They got one after another, and they did awesome, obviously. They did real well. They were just getting one big fish right after another. Every single one of them got probably like 3 or 4 fish apiece, and there was probably 7 people on his boat. All in all, just had an absolute blast out there fishing and having a good time with these guys.
What happened? Oh, she's nice.
Go, crank. Back up, on me, Heather. Don't let the rod anymore.
Oh,
girl.
it's a tiny one.
One of the guys aboard my boat got the biggest striper of his life. Actually, it was his first striper, and obviously it was the biggest one of his life. But it was a good 25-pound striped bass. There you go. Go ahead. You're on him. You're on him. Nice.
Reel him in.
Always hold on. Here, listen to me. Listen. When he's taking line like that, you can't reel, all right? He's taking drag, so I'm just going to tighten up the drag a little bit. That's a good fish right there, so don't lose this. All right, here's what you want to do. You want to jerk them, not jerk them, but you want to slowly pull up. I think we're on this one too. Don't jerk. What you want to do is, he broke my line. Here, listen, see that? Hear that? That means you can't move them. Here's what I want you to do. Slowly pull back. Put that butt end of the rod right in your gut, right there. Slowly pull back like this, and as you go forward, now lean forward a little bit, reel down. Hear how it stopped, ting, 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 ting? That means you're actually gaining now on them. So reel down, and now slowly pull back. Never jerk them. Just keep them going just like you're at. That's perfect, just like you're doing. I got a belt if you want, if it's more comfortable, because it's not.
All right.
All right?
Ooh.
That's how you get him. You're gaining line back on him. When he first hit, he was just taking drag on you the whole time. There's nothing you can do. Worst thing you can do is try to reel on that, because you're just not going to do anything to him. You're just going to hold him in one spot. But you're gaining line on him now. With a little bit tighter on the drag, but not that much. Now, when he gets back to the boat, too, when he comes up, I want you to kind of take 2 steps back and just hold the rod straight up. And I'm going to go in and lip him. Woo! Woo! Just take your time with him. He's a big fish, so just take your time with him. These Navy guys can fish. If he's going to go behind the boat too, follow him. Wherever he goes, follow him. It's a big boy. He's almost here, man. He's almost here. Bring him right up to me. Couple more reels. Ah, yeah. Oh, he's a healthy boy right there. Attaboy, look at that. That's a nice fish. Whew.
Ours kind of
Thank you. All right, you guys are done. Let's go home.
Oh, that ain't right.
That's a good fish, man. Oh, I got a hold of him.
Hold it up.
Nice.
Nice.
He's about a good, he's probably about 35 inches.
Yeah.
Probably about 25 pounds, 25, 30 pounds.
Here.
He's got a good belly on him. There you go. Nice catch, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hey, stay hooked. We had a lot more hot fishing action with the guys and girls from the USS Bataan.
Yeah, oh yeah. Go Navy! Go Navy!
So we got the USS Bataan coming in, and you know, what a great spot to do some fishing with the guys and the women aboard the USS Bataan. I mean, Boston Harbor is just an absolute mecca. There's a lot of history of Navy vessels. You get the Constitution, you have the Constitution Quarters Museum. You have so many old ships in dry dock that are there for people to see and go on. You got the Navy Yard. I mean, just all in all, you get such a tremendous amount of naval history in Boston Harbor. And again, just a perfect spot to do this type of show with the USS Bataan.
I want to talk to you real quickly about the method as well as the rig we're going to be running today. We're going to be chunking. All that means we're going to be taking mackerel as well as herring. We're going to be cutting it up in small little pieces. You don't want your chunks to be real big that you're actually feeding the fish. You want them to be very small particles just to bring the fish in. Yeah, they're going to eat some of them, but they're going to be looking for a nice bigger chunk, and that's what's going to be on the end of your line. The rod I'm using right now is a 7-foot. It's a reflex rod, medium heavy action. Reflex makes a great rod. I'm going to be using a lot of these this year. A lot of great action on this rod, but certainly sturdy enough to haul in some big bass today. All I have here, very basic rig. It's a 25 to 30 pound fluorocarbon leader. You can actually go up to 50 pound if you want. I like to use a little bit lighter of a leader. It's got a circle hook on the end. Basically all we're running here is just a fish finder snap swivel with about a 2-ounce weight on it. Don't have a lot of current right now, not a lot of wind, so I don't need a lot of heavy weight. But basically that's going to just sit on the bottom. That weight's going to be allowed to slide back and forth. Your bait's going to be allowed to flow with the current. It's not going to have any kind of restrictions on it when a striped bass comes and picks it up. So pretty easy rig to run. Again, we got a Shimano 4500 bait runner on a 7-foot reflex rod with just a basic bottom rig, and it should be plenty to do what we're doing today. All right, put that right in there, like that. Face the fish, always face the fish. So come right here. You want to square your shoulders. I don't know if you have a ski, but your shoulders always face down the hill. So always face the fish. Slowly pull back. Slowly, never jerk it. All the way back, keep going. Now start to reel down a little bit. Not so, there you go. Nice and slow, just keep reeling down, keep tension on them. All right, now slowly stop and pull back. There you go, that's how you fight a fish. You want to just reel down real slow, slowly pull back on him. That's how you gain line on him. If he starts to run, just drop your tip a little bit and let him take line on you. If he starts taking line on him, just let him go. If he starts running on you, meaning running away from you. Look, he's coming right at you. When he comes up to the boat, just take a couple steps back. There you go, let him go, let him go. Nice job. There he is, see him? Kind of guide him this way, just a little bit towards the back. You can actually control this fish wherever you want. Like if you want to kind of take him to the back a little bit. There you go. A little bit more. Good. Ah, there you go. It's a good fish. Nice. Nice job.
Yeah, I know.
That's all right. They're all nice, healthy fish here today. That's a good fish. Nice job. Your first one? Yeah. You know what you got to do your first one?
What?
You got to kiss him. You got to kiss him. You got to give him a kiss. What would you rather kiss, the fish or him?
Kiss the fish. I recommend the fish.
Got to kiss the fish, just a little. There you go. Nice job.
Tired now. Yeah! Oh!
It was just, again, such a great day. These guys were screaming back and forth, a lot of competition. You know, you get that Navy, you know, that whole kind of Navy feel, and these guys definitely competitive. And we, all in all, just had an absolute blast out there fishing and having a good time with these guys. So, you know, we all get our fish, and, you know, what we had promised these guys was that we were going to take all the fish back to the dock for them. We were going to fillet them up, and we were going to do a little bit of a barbecue for them.
Coming up next is Hook and Cook. We're about to cook some stuff with the guys from On the Hook. Hoorah! Woo! Is that it? Yeah!
So, you know, John Ingalls comes down. John is a good friend of mine from Palmer's Restaurant up in Andover. And John comes down, he's doing me a favor, and he says, you know, I'll come down and I'll help you guys cook the fish, and we'll do a nice hook and cook for these guys. And, you know, we had a couple of barbecues going, and, you know, I was doing the best that I could to fillet fish as quick as I could and get them on the grill. I mean, again, we had about 20, 25 guys. There was also some Boston PD that came down, and you know, they had their water boats and their water police boats right next to the dock where we were, so they had smelt the good smells coming from the barbecues, and John, again, was doing a great job of cooking up all the fish. And, you know, these guys came over, and we said, absolutely, come on over, have some fish, and we all just had a great time. All right, we're here at Hook and Cook. John Ingalls from Palmer's Restaurant in Andover helped me out again. Johnny, look, I got all these great fish. We took these guys out. It was a great day. Plenty of fish. We're going to cook some stuff up for these guys. What are we going to do?
All right, we got our new secret weapon.
Yeah.
We're
going to introduce that in the show. We're actually got this wasabi vinaigrette dressing that we're putting on the fish that we're going to actually start offering together through the website. And we're going to use that a lot today, as well as the dry rub, right?
Right. We got a beautiful Cajun rub. I think you're really going to love it. We got two types of grills.
Okay.
One's a charcoal and one's a gas. I particularly like the charcoal better than the gas.
Okay. We'll use the gas maybe as a prep, and we'll switch it over.
So obviously you got a lot of these fillets have already been cleaned up.
Yep.
And what I'm going to do right now is oil some, salt and pepper, and I guess we get a lot of guys.
Yeah, these guys are pretty angry too. I think they want to eat. They're all Navy guys, so no, we're gonna try to keep them happy. So let's get cooking.
Sounds good.
Let's go do it. So you're gonna get your charcoal grill. That's the oil to season the grill with. So let me get some of that, and I'm gonna put that on my gas grill.
The basic oil there with the garlic, shallots,
okay,
and scallions. Excuse me, salt and pepper. And we're going to use our new rub.
Yep.
It's a Cajun rub.
Yep. You guys got to try this Cajun rub too, by the way.
It's got a little bit of heat to it, but it's really nice, flavorful.
Okay.
And so, Dave, if you want to just paint that up with the oil, and then we'll put.
Can I do the grill a little too on my grill, my side, just to season it up a little bit?
Yep.
Or just stick to the fish?
Put the rub right on the fish.
All right. So this is the rub. Now, what's in this rub? Because this is again something.
We
can't tell people.
I can't tell you till we...
If people want it, where can they get it? From the website. That's right. Go to onthehook.com. Check out the Hook and Cook segment. You can actually get this rub. We're going to start introducing.
All right.
Now, you want to lay these down,
you want to
season side?
Yes, season side down.
All right.
And make sure your grill is very hot. And the secret is, Dave, is to let it sit right on it.
It'll tell us when it's done, right?
Yeah.
It'll free itself, pretty much?
That's exactly it. Let it sit right on there.
All right. Now, when that's sitting there, do we want to put some of that oil and put more of the dry rub on the top
exactly
of
what you're going to do.
that? All right.
And then the difference between the gas grill and the charcoal grill, the gas grill gets hotter with this closed,
Yeah.
and the charcoal gets hotter with
Open.
it open.
Sucks in the oxygen,
Yeah.
gets it nice and hot. All right.
So that's something.
So I'll let that
to
sit for a bit before I put the oil on?
Yep, I think you let it sit, and then before you turn it over, we'll oil it and add a beautiful rub to it.
Okay.
How we doing, Dave? Almost?
This one's almost done. That's got a little bit more to it. It's bigger fillet. That must be one of the fillets we caught on my boat, Johnny.
Right.
This was a fillet on another boat. This was a fillet off of my boat.
Come on, guys, let's eat.
Eating some fish. Stripe is good fish, man. It's not very, a lot of people think, oh, all fish is fishy, it tastes fishy. Stripe is a very mild taste.
I don't like fish.
Yeah, I'm used to it back home from where I'm from.
Right, where you from?
I'm from Greenville, North Carolina.
All right, so you guys,
Yeah, we
you guys
catch them down there pretty good.
Good stuff.
You know, through the show, I get an amazing opportunity to meet some great people. And, you know, I got a chance to take the men and women aboard the USS Bataan out. And I got to tell you, I mean, these guys were great. They had an absolute blast, as did we. But, yeah, they took me around the ship and they showed me around. And, you know, I got a chance to see what they do on a daily basis and, you know, see the jobs that they do as firefighters aboard the USS Bataan. You know, I got a chance to go down in the hole where they had these unbelievable hovercrafts. All right, so these are basically hovercrafts. Did you guys got to drop the end of the boat, the stern of the boat at all? Or?
No, we don't. We'll basically,
Right out.
what'll happen is,
It's amazing, though, when you get in the cockpit of these hovercrafts, how tight and how closed-in quarters that you really are. You have a gun on you now?
no, I don't.
Good. The rest of the tour of the USS Bataan was really fun. Again, you know, I got a chance to go and see where, you know, James does his daily work as a firefighter on board. And actually got a chance to go up to the bridge and take a seat in the captain's chairs, which, you know, I thought was quite a thrill for me. And I try to get these guys to go in and also sit in the captain's seat. But I guess it's an unwritten rule that you just don't do that as a sailor aboard the ship. All right, well, that's going to wrap up this edition of On the Hook. Want to give special thanks to a lot of people, starting with the charter captains that helped us out today to take the men and women aboard the USS Bataan out. That's My Sunshine, Midnight Charters, Fishtails, Karma, Skipper Dory, City Slickers, and of course On the Hook. As well, very special thanks to the men and women aboard the USS Bataan for showing me around and having such a great time today. And as well, always a very special thanks to my good friend, John Ingalls from Palmer's in Andover for cooking this great meal. So guys, we had a good time. We'll see you guys next week right here on The Hook. Throwing out all the stops. Next, I'm going to a bobber and a worm. I need, let's see, in 5 minutes, I need some steak and cheese sandwiches for the guys. This isn't even coin operated.
No, it's free.
This is pretty cool. On the hook once, you. Oh, yeah, hang it, baby. Hang it on the net. That's right, I can jump. That guy's on my spot. Experience it through me. Live vicariously through me. This is awesome. We went out there with 5 other boats, right?
Yeah.
We got our fish. We got a couple fish. The other guys got a little bit more fish than we did. But I think we got the biggest, didn't we?
I think we did.
We definitely got the biggest. Let's see that sucker.